Welcome to Your Vote Counts, a candidate forum sponsored by Capital Community TV and the League of Women Voters of Marion and Polk Counties. My name is Sally Holloman, and I am a member of the League of Women Voters, a nonpartisan political organization that works to educate ourselves and the public on government issues. In this program, we will present the candidates for the Legislative House, District 19. They are alphabetically Kevin Cameron and Brian Grisham. Our format for this forum is as follows. Each candidate has 3 minutes to give an opening statement outlining his top 3 priorities if elected. Following that, each candidate will be given 1.5 minutes to answer questions that were prepared by League members on current issues. The candidates were not given the questions ahead of time. At the end, the candidates will have 2 minutes to make a closing statement in which to state a legacy he would like to leave if elected to the office. Prior to this, we drew for seating and question order, so we will begin with Kevin Cameron for his opening remarks. Sorry, Kevin Cameron for his opening remarks.
Thank you, Sally. Hello, I'm Kevin Cameron, your state representative. It's great to be here tonight. I want to talk to you today about why I want to represent you and our community as your state representative. I'm proud to be a family man. I've been married to my wife Judy for 24 years. She's born and raised on a farm in Almsville, and she understands family values and work ethic and community service. We raised 2 daughters, Brianne and Amanda. Currently, they're both attending a higher education system here in the state of Oregon at Oregon State University, but they're both products of the Salem-Keizer School District. Judy and I understand the importance of education and family involvement in our education system and in the community. Judy and I also know about the responsibility of having accountability in a business, and we have 11 years ago started a family business, and today have over 100 employees in that business. We're lucky to live here in the state of Oregon, but we have a lot of work to do. And I have 3 areas to set a vision for that I would like to outline for you. 1, public safety. 2, stable quality education. And 3, accountability in government services. I want to be the leader that you can respect as we implement this vision for Oregon.
Thank you. Brian Grisham, your remarks now.
Thank you, and thank you for moderating this tonight, and I want to thank CCTV also for providing this forum, and I want to thank Kevin for being here. This election is going to be a choice between someone who is going to represent you and someone who is going to be at the Capitol representing others. The fact is, we are looking at a choice in this race where you'll have someone who has been born and raised in Salem, is one of your neighbors, and has been all his life. I met my wife before I was 20 years old, and we were married when I was 20, and we've been married for about 14 years now, and it's stayed together despite me being the man and despite her being the woman that sets me straight on many occasions. We have 2 beautiful daughters, Rachel, 12 years old, and Catherine, 8, and I'm very proud of them, and I wouldn't be here without family values. My parents raised me to believe in that. I've been a Christian since the age of 5. In fact, I accepted Christ at the corner of Liberty and Skyline when I asked my dad to pull us over, and I wanted to know more about it. But that is not the reason that you should or shouldn't vote for me. Family values are a good thing that I believe everyone has and interpret in their own way. The reason we need new leadership in this race is because we need a better government, we need better education and better accountability for it, and we need to address health care. Education and health care are cost drivers in our budget. They're very large components of it. But we will not move forward unless we put incentives in our government that make it work better. And I can do it for you. Thank you.
We will now begin the questions. The first one, what do you believe is the most significant issue facing the 2007 legislature, and what specific goals do you have for that issue? Brian Grisham?
Well, that's a great question. I thank you, Sally. You know, here's the bottom line. We are never going to have enough money to do everything that we want to do. And government is not always the answer to making things happen. In many cases, government provides incentives, and the business community helps, but also nonprofits help. Also, people individually help through volunteer efforts, and I've been a part of many of those in this district. I think the biggest challenge facing us now is to have a true accountability system in the way we manage government as well as the way we elect our government. And that is why I believe the time has come for us to face the fact that we have a campaign finance system that has corruption written all over it. There is no reason that Kevin or I need so much money to run for this race, and that's why I haven't raised nearly as much as Kevin has. But I think we need to point out the fact that when you put this much money in, even if it's me or Kevin, if it's unions or business, there is influence. Are we comfortable with that? Most of you that I've talked to in the nearly 10,000 houses now that I've walked in this campaign have told me, no, you don't want that. You want people coming to your door. You want candidates to explain to you what they believe. I think that's the most important thing facing us, and I think we need more candidates in both parties who are willing to do that. Come to you, answer your questions, answer your phone calls, and be involved in the community, not just talk about it.
Kevin Cameron.
Thank you, Sally. I think that the number one priority is going to obviously depend on what happens during this election and who is there. But I think what I hear from my constituents and from the citizens of this state is accountability in spending our tax dollars wisely. And we could go through a lot of areas where that is important in this state. But the first area that I think all citizens say that we need to improve in is in our education system. We have an education system that is mediocre. We have some great teachers, we have some great administrators, we have some great school districts, but we need to take the handcuffs off in our education system to allow performance so that we can achieve and bring kids along to where they need to be. I'm supporting and would support a stable first-class education system. We need to have accountability in that particular system, efficiencies that drive more dollars to the classroom. First-class education of putting 65% of our dollars into the education system in the classroom is important for our state. But beyond education, we have to balance a budget. We need responsible people that can live within their means and have demonstrated that both personally and professionally as well as in the legislature. And that's what I think is important, is that we have leaders that can do that when we get there this next session.